my wish is that you youngsters, man, you young cats, utilize this technology, man, because it's serious.
Okay,
you know
well, you took it there. I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest advantage a young cat has today to both of you, and what's the disadvantage they had from when you guys were starting?
Okay, well,
because I think there's disadvantages too.
Let's get really
that
real.
question.
Well, back in the day,
So, like, let's go. I want
back
both.
in the day, real talk, when I first started spitting anything, it was with Joe. And Joe had, was a 4-track? It was a 4-track?
Yeah.
And if you messed up, and I'm not going to use the word effed up, but if you messed up,
I charge it to me.
Oh yeah, you know, if you messed up, you had to redo it.
Yeah.
And if it was right, you had to redo it.
And that's
if it was right, you had to redo it. You had to rewind the thing.
Yep.
And it would take you like all day.
Yeah.
To do one track,
Yes.
one joint. It took you all day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And no, people didn't like it if you're messing up a lot.
I mean,
You
and
had
if
to
you
be
were one of
good.
those dudes that, you know, you had to really be on point.
Get through it
You had
without
to be
messing
on
up
point.
a lot.
You got to be on point. If you wrote it, you better spit it right, or
You
else,
couldn't be Weezy just being like, I'm going to say whatever I want to, we'll cut it together later.
I like skateboarding. No. You couldn't do any of that. You know what I mean? Like, you had to really be on point.
Right.
And that you know, that was kind of an advantage for hip hoppers, you know, for MCs back then.
It's true.
They had to be on point with their lyrics. They had to
So
be
it's
on point
both
with
an
their
advantage
content.
and disadvantage in
It
a way
was- it
because
was an
today,
advantage. Today,
the
you
advantage
can-
you can do whatever.
Anybody
but the
can be a
disadvantage is no
rapper.
pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
but
right.
the advantage the kids got today is the social media giant.
Yes.
You can be a kid
Right.
from Enfield
Sure.
and be all over the world.
Yes, you can.
You can be a kid from Ecum Seacom
Yeah.
and be all over the world. You can be a kid from Union Square and have 100,000 fans in Toronto and 2 million fans in the States, and nobody even knows your name in your own city.
You can change the entire record industry.
You can.
From your home. I
can.
mean, look at
You
these.
can-
Look at the dudes like, I mean, a guy like Crit. A guy like so many of them now
There's a
that
whole lot
don't
of dudes.
need anything. They just like
Even the
they
Waka,
just make
I
their
like-
tour money. Waka.
Waka Flocka, I mean, he recorded his first joints in his house.
And they're out touring off mixtapes, off Beats Jack.
That's another thing.
It's
Now-
weird making tour money. No, they don't need a label. What do they need a label for to get in the way?
Like the days of doing albums.
It's true.
I mean, don't get me
That's
wrong.
changed
People are
from
still
when you
doing
guys
them.
were starting.
People are still doing them.
I like when
But
people do them.
Now it's like this mixtape craze, man. Like
What is a mixtape to you guys?
a
Being
mixtape-
older,
a mixtape to me is Cold Crush Brothers,
Yes.
Cool DJ Herc,
Yes.
DJ Red, you know,
Red
like
Alert.
that type
Yeah,
of
Red
stuff.
Alert.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's a mixtape to me. Listening to all the latest joints, everything, all
Yep,
you know,
yep,
put together.
Yep. As a matter of fact, before you answer that question, one of the pipelines that used to bring and brought hip hop here is not going to be happening this year. It's a 42nd year Black basketball tournament.
Yeah,
this weekend,
man,
right?
Yeah, dog. That's
This
this weekend
next
coming
weekend?
up. Coming up. Yeah.
Not happening. That was the original pipelines in some ways.
It was in some ways. In some ways,
we like to
Now,
glorify that story.
I
a little
wouldn't
bit,
necessarily
too.
say on the hip hop level. You get a lot of cats who's come up from New York, a
Yeah.
lot of guys from Toronto, Buffalo, what have you, that will bring stuff up with them. I'd say on the style tip, yeah.
Okay.
Not necessarily on the music tip, because we were kind of straight with them on the music. We were listening to.
Sure.
I was listening to.
You already listened to
You
it.
know, 97.5. You know, back in the day, I was listening to that. I was listening
More
to
of the
Red Alert.
style of the. Yeah.
You know, Joe Run used to have a short wave. I had a short wave. Lincoln had a short wave. You know,
Yeah, I
Fizz
love
had
that.
you caught some stuff on your big box. We used to listen to a whole bunch of different stuff. So you know,
All right. I want to get the
But-
mextape answer over here. Though.
Go ahead,
Like,
though.
for you, what's a mixtape? I'm just trying to educate some younger people that are listening because I'm confused. They're like, yo, here's all these original beats that are like
Okay,
half-finished songs,
I like
but
to do an original song.
what? I don't know. What
Then you hear,
the hell's a mixtape these days?
So to me, the mixtape that I can take it back to was the Helltown Meltdown.
yeah.
That's a mixtape to me.
Okay.
You know that
What
and that's
what
and that's-
properties of that make it a mixtape for you?
Well, by having a unit together of different artists rapping and being able to show, you know what I mean?
Yes.
The different aspects. It's almost like a soundtrack without the movie. You just have so many different people coming in.
Quotable quotes
You know,
right
you know what I'm
there.
saying? You know what I mean? But just being able to to just drop it in there, you know, and give it to you, and then you walk away with, you know, you walk away with not just one MC, but several MCs, and you go, oh my God. So this is a whole following. And that's the part that I dislike because it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Or maybe it just happens so much that it's so saturated that people just go, okay, whatever.
Sure.
You know, the last, to me, the last one was probably Fabulous that used to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's true. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I agree with you. I mean, I agree with you on that.
But I want to get your also opinion, like advantages, disadvantages. Person starting out now, person starting out when you were starting out. Kind of got a little over here. I want to.
Well, you know, I mean, realistically, I think starting out was tough, right? Because, and yet not so tough, because it's different now. Like we had local hip hop heads behind us.
Yes.
We would sell out a show. We didn't need any big name to come from anywhere, any place, anytime.
I gotta agree that.
I've been there.
Right.
I gotta agree
I can
that.
vouch for it from in the audience.
So we made
100%,
money.
100%.
We made money. We made people famous.
Yes.
We really dropped some serious dimes here in Halifax.
Why
right?
why was that working?
It worked because there wasn't any other venue. Once you flood a venue and you manipulate and you change it, and you maybe put in something called the internet, then it just creates a bigger ocean.
But I gotta add something to that.
So
add something.
You had your time, brother.
I gotta add
now
something
it's
to
time for me to speak.
I gotta add just one little.
Just let me break down.
I want to hear this.
Just let me break down
this part about the ocean.
and then I'll give it back to you. Okay.
Oh damn!
All right.
He's trying to do the texture.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So anyway,
Good for the camera though.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So anyway, so long story short is, I just feel like locally back then it was harder, but it was better because you had a core audience that were your fans. Not just people that went to the shows because it was a cool thing to do, but actual fans that enjoyed going to the show, paying money, and would do it again the following week. In the future, right now that we live in, right? Yeah. Anybody can do it. I just watched this thing on YouTube. It's called Speechless. I just watched Barack Obama say nothing, and he had 30 million hits. It was stupid to me. Right? It was funny, but it was stupid, right? Because here's this guy that spliced some video where he's like saying nothing, and he's got 30 million hits. 30 million! You know, maybe it's 30,000. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, the point is,
difference really,
a
lot,
right?
A lot.
So the point is that, you know, people such as Justin Bieber, I'm going to use him.
Sure.
I'm going to name drop. Can become famous. You know, whereas we had tried, tested, and proven stuff and abilities, and you know, it was a harder trudge. That's where I am.
I got